Hi everyone, it's Diane. I have a little journal to share that I'm going to be putting in my shop. Yeah, I did one video of a process video for this one, and then I just finished it, and it's going to be in my shop when this video goes up. I'm going to show you that gorgeous embossed cover. I was thinking about rubbing something on it to make that embossing stand out more, but I decided to just leave it alone. And I don't know if I'll be able to take pictures to show that. So hopefully the purchaser of this journal will be someone that sees this video and can see that gorgeousness. I did make it a 2.5-inch spine. I was hoping to keep it to 2 inches, but you can see even with a 2.5-inch spine, it's a full book. And I used this gorgeous piece of fabric that I've been hoarding because I don't have a large amount of it, just a small piece. I think somebody sent that to me. But I thought it was really nice with this. Plus, the original title of this book was Rose, because it's about a little girl named Rose. Has 3 signatures. I added this tan lace and tied it with a gold sheer ribbon. It matches the cover of the book really nicely. The kit that I used for this journal is Victorian Parlour by, I knew it yesterday. I have it here, Screech Owl Studio, and I will link that below. This is part of the kit, and it says this journal belongs to. And there's a little bit of vintage trim on the inside, and look at the really pretty end papers. They were still in good shape, so I left them. At the beginning of each signature is one of the images from the book. There were 4 illustrations. So I put one at the beginning of each signature, and then I tucked one in the back pocket, the leftover one. So I just made a pocket from leftover scrapbook paper and sewed this on there, and sewed some trim. And here's one of the tags that I made in a recent video. It was the Somerset inspired tag video. So the beginning of each signature gets one of those tags too. I had printed and cut out this journal kit quite a long time ago, so I'm thinking that this background page, I turned this one inside out, so the main image is on that page. But I wanted to put this on the plain page. So I'm thinking this is a background page that comes with the journal kit. Let me tell you the measurements of this book because it's quite small and very cute. I love the size. Not quite 4.5 by 7. So isn't that a nice little size? I love it. So there's one of the main images. I did trim the pages this way. I had to trim some of this off so that they'd fit into the book, but I didn't trim the height. This was a yellow copy paper that I coffee dyed and then just stamped lightly up there. I used some fabric strips to make the flips. So this was just a wide strip and a little piece of a vintage doily that I cut off there. Here I used a glassine bag and I glued on one of the images from the kit. I took another tag and embossed it with my Big Shot and one of the deeper textured, like a 3D texture plate that was from Stampin' Up. And this is just an image. I think that's from Tailor Made Journals. And I just sewed her on there and added some pink ink to it and some distress ink around it and seam binding. I took a scrap of the scrapbook paper and folded it, rounded the corners, and then added a piece of fabric in this little image that was also from Tailor Made Journals. Tucks in there. This is scrapbook paper. It has a very light design on it, but it's coffee dyed and it's hard to see the design, but it is there. some stamped corners. This is from a book on early American furniture. Coffee dyed lined paper. This was a 6x6 paper that has letters and postmarks and stamps. I coffee dyed that also. A belly band that came with the kit, and I just put it onto a piece of off-white cardstock, glued it on, and then tucked this inside, and I inked on the backs of all of the journal cards. Here I just wrapped a pink doily around the edge of the paper and glued a fussy cut rose. And tuck that card in there. There's a fussy cut. Well, that's a Tim Holtz butterfly. There's the center. Again, I turned the page the other way so that it's plain here. You can write on that, and then I wanted the pretty picture on the inside. The kit came with 3 circles. There were two of the smaller ones. I cut out a 2.5 inch, I think, circle with a punch that I have, and then glued the small circle that came with the kit onto it. And there's a little tag that came with the kit. And another pretty image. I took another fabric strip. My ring won't stay. Took another fabric strip and just bunched it up on the edge of the page. Second signature. Here's another image from the book. And another of the tags that I made. The T cards are digitals. They are from Tailor-Made Journals. Again, a scrap of scrapbook paper. I added some lace and an image that I got. I think I got this one from Pinterest. I looked for, I think, Vintage Lady Fussy Cuts or Vintage Lady Digital or something. I've had them for a long time. There's another tag that I embossed and then rubbed some pink ink on it. I love these furniture pages. This is from a lined paper from a guest book that I copy dyed. This is, again, some fabric strips that I had, and then this is just a little piece that I cut off of a snippet roll that Catherine Thames gave me when we met up a few months ago. This is another strip that was in the kit, and it has this nice scalloped edge, so I cut all around it, and then I stamped a script stamp on some off-white cardstock and made it into a pocket. A postcard comes with the kit, and this photograph. There's another fussy cut rose and a Tim Holtz butterfly. Lots of space for writing, even though it is a small book. It's fat, but it has small pages, but there's lots of writing space. This is another of the small circles. And then the third signature. And another belly band. beautiful die cut rose. And a butterfly. And here's the larger circle. It says Victorian Parlour on it. I love this fabric strip with the rosebuds on it. So there's lots of roses on here, so that's an homage to the original title of the book, Rose. And I just made, now this was a page I mentioned in the other video. I put this on upside down because there was some words here and a bouquet, and it was all upside down. So I just glued this on here as a side pocket. You can see your upside down flowers in there. And then these are more cards that came with the, no, these are not part of the kit. They were part of a calling card set from Tailor-Made Journals. And I just tucked them in there. On the back, I used a tiny little library pocket that came out of a library book that they had discarded. And I stamped the script stamp on this part of it and put on one of the digital calling cards. And then here's the other image from the book. It's a nice sturdy page, so I didn't back it with anything. And then this was on one of the front pages of the book. Beautiful in inscription. And the ink has turned brown instead of black. And it's from 1901. To Bessie, a Christmas present. December 25th, 1901, from Grandpa Muzzy. And I just think that looks so beautiful. I glued it onto just a piece of inked up cardstock. Alright, so this is Victorian Parlour, and it will be in my shop when you see this video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.